What's up, everybody? I'm back at y'all with another video. Now for this one, I decided why not rank the Conjuring universe from worst to best. Now I think I done this a while back. I thought why not rank it again because it's October and there's a few horror videos I'm gonna be making. And I'm a huge fan of the Conjuring universe. Yes, this universe ain't for everybody. Yes, this universe ain't for everybody, but you do got a lot of horror fans that are fans of the Conjuring universe. Now, two of my most anticipated movies of next year of 2020, like two of my most anticipated horror films, well, my three most anticipated movies of next year is either Fast and Furious 9, The Conjuring 3, or Halloween Kills. Those three movies I'm definitely looking forward to seeing. But of course, Fast and Furious 9 is not a horror film, but yeah, but I am excited for, those three movies is the movies that I'm freaking pumped for. So yeah, with that being said, let's rank the Conjuring universe from worst to best. Now coming in at my number 7 is the original Annabelle. This shouldn't be any surprise to anybody because a lot of people hate this film, and I can understand why too. Like, this film was poorly written. This film was just poorly executed. Like, this film, there wasn't a mood and atmosphere. There wasn't a great mood and atmosphere in this film. There wasn't, and this film was a lot boring, and the jump scares were cheap in this film. Now, coming in at my number 6 is The Nun. I enjoyed this film way better than the first Annabelle. Now, The Nun, I didn't like. If I had to think about some positives, is the moon atmosphere was great. Like, the moon atmosphere was great. The camera shots was just phenomenal in this film. Was just great, and the jump scares wasn't cheap either. I didn't feel like the jump scares were cheap either. The jump scares were great, and the moon atmosphere was great. And most of it was boring and bland. And then there's another positive I have with it too. I like how it made everything connect together in the Conjuring universe. I like that. So yeah, but other than that, everything else is just boring about the film. The Nun didn't look as cool as she did in the second Conjuring movie, and The Nun was just disappointment to me. It was a huge disappointment. I wished it was better than what it was, and hopefully The Nun 2, they make it better than the first Nun. You know, but I'm not sure when The Nun 2 is going to be coming out. I'm not sure when that was coming out yet, but yeah, The Nun, not that great of a film. Coming in at my number 4 is Curse of La Llorona. Now, Curse of La Llorona has great camera shots. The jump scares were great. The story was, decent. I do enjoy most of the film, but there are some slow parts. Not as much as the first, not as much as The Nun, of course. But it had a little bit of slow parts here and there. The Curse of La Llorona. That's why that was my number 5. Coming in at my number 4 is Annabelle Creation. Now, this film, from here on out, these two films I do enjoy quite a bit. Let me get you this real quick. Now, Annabelle Creation was a huge step up from the first Annabelle. Like, this film was great. The opening scene when that guy was building, making the Annabelle doll, and all the jump scares were great. The moon atmosphere was great. The story was great. I enjoyed it. The acting was great. I enjoyed this film. And there's some disturbing ass scenes that happens in this film, and this was a huge step up from the first Annabelle. Coming in at my number 3 is Annabelle Comes Home. Now, a lot of people seem to hate this movie. I can understand why. Because you learn about some of the characters' backstories. You learn about one of the babysitters. I think there's like 2 babysitters. Yeah, there's 2 babysitters in the movie, and one of the babysitters' backstories you learn about. And you learn about this girl's backstory of of course her dad you don't see her dad pass away, of course, in the film, but you learn about her backstory that she tried to contact her dad, so her ass ends up going in to the Ed and Lorraine Warren's, you know, the museum where they have all that shit at locked away, and she started touching everything. So so Annabelle ends up, you know, making all the haunted objects come to life basically, and then, you know, they got a ghost werewolf that appears in the film later on in the film. And I did find out some things about the Conjuring 3 that I am a little worried about. Doing like ghost werewolves, like it's going to be like a movie about ghost werewolves that Ed and Lorraine Warren like it's another investigation they have to do, ghost investigation they have to do with ghost werewolves. I'm like, is that gonna make it creepy? I don't think it's gonna make it that creepy, but I hope that one's parts this rumors. But yeah, they do have a werewolf in this film, and it seems like they're teasing that for The Conjuring 3, and that's what I'm worried about. Because but this film I do enjoy. The moon atmosphere was great. There was some disturbing scenes in the film that I do enjoy, and Ed and Lorraine Warren ain't like, you know, the characters, you know, Patrick Wilson and Fia Farmiga, they ain't in it to the whole movie. They're in it for about first 15 minutes of the movie, and then they come back at the end for the last 5 more minutes of the movie. So basically, altogether, they've been in the movie for like 20 minutes. But they ain't taking me away from how good this movie is. This is a spin-off, of course, of the Conjuring films. Of course they ain't gonna be the main characters in the film, you know, but um Annabelle Comes Home. It's a very well made film. I do recommend it. You know, this film ain't for everybody, you know. I heard some people didn't like it, but I enjoyed the film. I actually enjoyed the film quite a bit. So yeah, Annabelle Comes Home. Coming in at my number 2 spot is the original Conjuring. Now, how can you not love this movie? This movie's a masterpiece. This movie's a straight up classic. This film I could rewatch any time of the day, and this film is effective as hell. This film is effective as hell. Like, you sit back all by yourself in the dark, right? Watching this all by your damn self. You're freaked the hell out. It'll freak you out if you sit back all by yourself watching the original Conjuring. And the camera shots are great, of course, and you know James Wan, he's just the best director there is, I think. In my opinion, James Wan is just the best director there is. So yeah, this film was effective. I enjoyed it. You know, Patrick Wilson and Fia Farmiga, they know how to play Ed and Lorraine Warren. They're great actors. So yeah, the original Conjuring is my number 2. Coming in at my number 1 is, this is my opinion, is The Conjuring 2. Now this film, the reason The Nun disappointed me so much, because The Nun looked freaking even scarier in this movie. She looked awesome. She looked more awesome in this film. And this film had the best mood and atmosphere in the whole franchise too. And all the jump scares were great. The story was freaking phenomenal. I love the story in this film. They upped the stakes from even the first Conjuring. They upped the stakes in every possible way in The Conjuring 2. I love this movie. And you know, normally, you know how they did some different stuff that they don't normally do in horror films. You know, in horror films, they don't let nobody believe them that there's something else, right? In this film, James Wan says, you know what, fuck that. I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna freaking show their parents that the ghost is in the fucking house. So, and then they made some characters smart in this film. You know, there's a scene where the cops are in there and they're like, there's nothing we can do about that because something happened in the house and shit. That was crazy. I enjoy The Conjuring 2, the best one in the Conjuring franchise universe, and I enjoy this film a hell of a lot. It's effective as hell. The jump scares on point. Everything about this, the acting was on point. Um, and the soundtrack is on point. Soundtrack sounds scary as fuck. I enjoy the Conjuring 2 a hell of a lot, and I can't wait to see The Conjuring 3. Hopefully, it's just as good as The Conjuring 1 and 2. Okay, so now I'm going to rate these films. The original Conjuring, 10 out of 10. The original Annabelle, 7 out of 10. The Conjuring 2, 11 out of 10. Annabelle Creation, 9.5 out of 10. The Nun, 7.5 out of 10. Crystal Llorona, I would give that one about an 8, maybe an 8 out of 10. Then Annabelle Comes Home, I would have to give it a 9.5 out of 10. I enjoyed Annabelle Comes Home quite a bit. So yeah, as y'all could tell, I'm a huge fan of the Conjuring universe, and hopefully the Conjuring 3 does not disappoint. I'm hoping that it does not disappoint. The Conjuring 3. So yeah, I guess that's it for this video. If y'all enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, please subscribe and share, and also hit the bell so you know when the videos uploaded. Peace out. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Now I'm out. Peace.